All right, Scott Boda here with another episode of Meet the Team. Today, starring Matt Henschke, who works in our sales department here in Valdosta, Georgia, with probably my favorite type of Mustang, a Fox body Mustang, exactly. Matt, tell us a little bit about what you do at Steeda and how long you've been with the company.
I do sales, tech, some of the tuning, and I've been at Steeda for about 9 years now.
9 years, wow.
9 years.
All right, so when I first met you, when you had moved up here to Valdosta, I'm like, man, it's a bright red color. And come to find out that, what, about 15 years ago, 2007, you had this painted at?
Econo, good old Ian.
Econo Auto Body in Boca, which is where I got my Fox painted at, which is insane.
It was probably done with the leftover paint, actually.
Vice versa, right? One way or another. So, Red Fox, love it. Tell us a little bit about it. What do you got done to it?
All right, it's a 91 GT. I have a Ford Racing Boss block in it with a 349 stroker kit, trick flow heads, trick flow intake, roller rockers from them as well. It has a Hellion turbo kit, 67 millimeter precision ball bearing turbo, so she spools real nice.
You still got a stick in it now, right?
Yeah, manual car, TKO, a lot of fun. Full suspension, coilovers. It's got our weight jacker control arms, upper control arm, caster camber plates, no front sway bar because that's how you roll with the turbo on there.
There you go. Now, one of the coolest things I think about your car is some of the tech you brought into the 91 Fox body. So tell us about what you did, and obviously we'll see the video and the inside of it, but what did you do to tech it out the car?
Well, I've had these cars forever, so I wanted something a little bit different, and so what I did was, the biggest thing is I went to a junkyard, ripped out the computer from an Explorer from 96 to 2001. The Explorers had the 5.0 pushrod motors with an OBD2 computer. So I ripped the engine harness, computer, the front stuff out, accessories and all that, coil packs.
How long did that take you at the junkyard to do this?
It was about a half a day.
Julia was waiting in the car, vehicle the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, calling me every 5 minutes.
Are we done yet?
Yeah, no. But yeah, so I got all that stuff. We reworked the wire harness, put it in this car. It's OBD2. It could be data log, tune with a handheld tuner, you know, make a data log, email in a log, email a revision.
You've got like a huge iPad thing for the center console?
I have an iPad in the dash. It can hook up to the Autometer dash link. It can display all the parameters, pedal position, IATs, like anything you can think of. It's pretty cool.
And now you know why Matt handles a lot of our tuning here at Steeda, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the techiest part about it, but it's, I don't know, it's great, I love it.
Even the interior came out of a newer Mustang, right?
Yeah, it's got S550 seats front and rear, so it's pretty comfortable.
Did you have to massage those in, or did they fit pretty good?
Oh yeah, well the tracks and everything are Fox body. I just had to make some adapter brackets and they bolted right in. But that's the good thing about these cars is they're like Legos. Everything kind of fits together. It's got stuff from the Fox body, it's got stuff from the New Edge, SN95 stuff, some Explorer stuff. The platform was ran for a long time, so a lot of that stuff's interchangeable.
Now I see we're rolling on some race stars with some Nitto tires in the back, so
yes.
It looks like a drag car.
Yeah.
Been down the quarter mile at all?
Oh no, it hasn't, Scott, because I'm on restriction. The wife won't let me do that, but...
Julia, we need to get him to the track. We need to let him out and play. Let the horses run wild. Yeah. But that's probably for a good reason, right? You got a little Fox body lover at home, little Matty, right?
Yep, got a little dude at home. He's a big car guy. He knows he can spot them from a distance. He calls them out, Fox bodies, S197s, New Edges, he can name them all. He even knows Challengers and Camaros and all that.
That's awesome. So that's probably a big reason why Julia doesn't want you going down the track. And you also have another project at the house, right?
Yeah, 84 SVO that I'm putting a Coyote in. I know all the purists will hate to hear that, but
it's going to be called an SVOD though, right?
Yeah.
That's what you came up with?
At the end of the day, you got to drive it and you got to have fun with it, and just trying to preserve it and keep it low mileage and not do anything with it's no fun. So.
Gotcha. Any future mods you plan for this 91?
This one, I don't have too much lined up for it. It will need a new clutch before too long. I like to get a nice McLeod RXT twin disc in it, something like that. But otherwise, I don't really have much lined up for it.
Okay. You said you came from a background in Mustangs. How many other Mustangs have you had?
My first one was an 86 six-cylinder convertible that I got in high school. Didn't last that long because once you get one, you want another, especially one with a V8. So I got a 91 LX in my junior year in Spanish River. Had that for about 10 years before it was stolen, stripped, and ditched in a junkyard. And that's when I got this car to replace it. I kind of wanted to start fresh and new with it. The other car, I kind of cut corners, took the AC out, made it light, and just didn't really like the direction it was going anyways. Not that I wanted it gone, but this one I wanted to do the right way. I kept it full interior, comfortable, AC. It was 30 degrees this morning, had the heat running, which was really nice. So yeah, I just want to keep this one, you know.
Do you have any goals for what might be next for it, or is it kind of complete? I know it's a Mustang, it's not usually complete.
Yeah, it's never complete, but no, just get a new clutch in there, get permission from the wife, and run it down to quarter mile and see what it'll do.
Very cool, very cool. Matt, why don't you give us your best memory with this Fox?
Okay, so my best memory with this Fox body is a recent one, actually. I had finished its current rendition in 2019. Towed it down to Steeda in Pompano where the dyno was, because we didn't have a dyno here at the time. Borrowed this trailer from Scott, got him a couple toll tickets along the way down there, and I think back too. No stopping. Where I had it dynoed on, or I had it tuned on the dyno on a Friday, got it ready for the Patriot run on Saturday. Met up there nice, bright and early, and I got the chance to lead part of the Patriot run down to the Keys. Although I was running E85 at the time, so I had to make several stops to top off. But it was a great time. We went on down to Gilbert's, spent the afternoon there, and had the wife in the passenger seat, kid in the back, smiles all the way. And yeah,
rolling down to the Keys, that's awesome. And what kind of power did it make when it was on the dyno?
It made 630 to the tires on E85. But didn't run the 85 for too long because it doesn't get very good gas mileage.
And you can't really find it here in Valdosta.
Yeah, you can't
that's
find it here.
Unfortunate. So, well, Matt, super cool car. Loved hearing about it. Love you telling the stories about how you basically created it into something totally modern on the inside. And guys, if you like what you saw here today, follow us on all of our social channels: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember, the most important part, Steeda, where
speed matters.